I'm Benita.
I'm Yoshi.
We are sailing around the world on our 40-foot monohull
With our pet dog, Marley the Whippet. Marley is a 6-year-old whippet. He's a purebred and we got him in Australia and we've had him since a pup.
So he started sailing with us when he was 2 years old, so still a puppy and still learning.
It's a big decision to travel with a dog, and of course it's a little bit of extra hurdles along the way. We've been doing it for a couple of years now, so we thought we'd make a video and try to share a bit of information about our experiences.
So in the beginning we sailed the Australian coast for 1 year. We were just learning how to sail and seeing how it went, and we really loved it. We wanted to sail offshore. In the beginning we didn't know how far we were going to sail or if we would even enjoy it. Exporting a dog from Australia is really quite complicated, and it's even more complicated trying to bring a dog back. So making that decision to sail offshore for an extensive period of time is something that we just felt out. So we left Australia without Marley, and he stayed with a friend for roughly 3 to 4 months while we just tested out the waters, see how it felt and see if it was something that we wanted to do long term, and we ended up loving it. So we then exported Marley from Australia to the Solomon Islands.
Hey buddy, hello, it's alright mate. Hello. Oh, poor little guy. Yeah? A second mate, just a second. Hello buddy. Hello. Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Good boy! Your first sail with the Philippines! Hey! Get him!
What's happening, and I know our lives are about to change.
To have the animal exported from Australia, he had to go through a lot of processes of vaccinations and certain insecticidal rinses and everything at certain periods of hours right before up to when he was leaving on his flight. So we had to jump through a lot of hoops and guidelines, and it was an expensive task to do to leave Australia. And so we had to be dedicated and knew that this is what we wanted to do, was to continue to sail and export Marley and bring him along.
Before we lived on a yacht, we lived in a bus for 2 years, and before getting Marley we did our research on different dog breeds that would be good for travelling and for living the lifestyle that we had, and we came across the Whippet, and everything about their personality and their behaviour was just perfect for our lifestyle. They're intelligent, loyal, they're gentle, they don't bark, they don't smell, they've got short fur, they're extremely affectionate, and they're pretty lazy.
They're lazy. They have short bursts of energy, and the rest of the time they're basically flat out. They've been said to be the fastest couch potato going around, so they like to sleep.
They like to run, and then they like to sleep in the comfiest spot in your house. So if you want to get a dog and you don't want them to be on the furniture, don't get a Whippet.
Good luck.
Because it's like trying to keep a cat off of it.
Personally, between ourselves, we always have a little joke of Whippets should be, especially Marley, he should be a judge for cashmere, because he'll find the most comfortable position, most comfortable piece of furniture, and that's where he'll sleep.
He sniffs it out, I swear. He's got a nose for comfort. And like if we take Marley on someone else's yacht, they always say, oh, it's okay, he can go wherever he wants. But we both know he's going to end up on their bed,
he'll be in your bed,
sitting on their pillow.
Yeah, he's wet and
He
sandy.
doesn't care.
He'll be in your bed. Come on.
Can you get?
What?
That ear closed, don't ya? I can't try your head, son.
He's not very adventurous, this Whippet of ours. He loves to come to the land, have a sniff around, do his wheeze and poos. But to make him run and really exercise him, you've got to have to try to get away from him. It's the only way, because then he can chase you. He's just not that adventurous. He doesn't want to leave our side. We met a Pommy fella in Langkawi who was pretty stoked to see Marley because he trained whippets in England to race. And he's saying how, like, around the track, how they have the fake rabbit that goes around, and that's what the dogs chase to make them run. With the greyhounds, they get to the end and they're all like, yeah, righto. But then the whippets, they get to the end and they get that little rabbit and they all just sit there trying to shake it with the race. They're just shaking their heads. I can see why, because Marley does it all the time. He never brings a stick or coconut back, he just goes and gets it and kills it. Finished exercising, mate? Is that your day done? Get him. After each run, we take the tender out and then make him swim back because he's always really sandy.
Idiot!
Idiot! He loves it dry, doesn't he, Marley? He loves it dry. Oh, poor Whippet.
There you go, big babe.
Marley's biggest issue is separation anxiety, so we don't like to leave him on the boat by himself for long periods of time.
Of course, there are times when we need to leave him on the boat, when we can't take him with us, like when we're clearing into countries, go food shopping when we're in the city, because we don't like to walk him around other people and around populated areas. So then we have a routine that we go through to ensure that he's safe and stays on the boat.
And he's happy, yeah.
And he's happy.
So we'll take him for a big run beforehand, and we hide like little treats. He loves these things called dental sticks, so we break them up, hide them around so he's got something to do. And then when we get back, straight away, we basically drive the boat up to Nandji and put the ladder down and take him for a run. And so he knows that we're going to come back, and when we come back he gets to go for a big play. So it's worked really well, yeah.
But we generally don't lock the boat up. But when we do, we don't lock Marley downstairs. He stays upstairs in the cockpit. He has his pillows, he has a bowl of water up here, he has food. If we don't give him dental sticks, he'll have a bone or some raw chicken that he can munch on while we're away. So he stays upstairs in the cockpit, and it also works for us as a bit of a safety to deter people from getting on the boat. So as scary as the whippets are, they're not a very good guard dog, but he acts as our guard dog.
All the countries that we've been to so far, the people have been scared of Marley, like generally.
As they're all developing countries, pets are not something that many people have. They're more just a wild animal that live in the streets. Dogs in local areas are generally vicious or strays, and they bite people. So they're generally, people are quite intimidated by Marley, and then if they come up close to the boat, Marley's always keen and wants to get all up close to them and have a sniff, so he kind of deters and scares people away. So he acts as our guard dog, so we don't put him downstairs, we keep him upstairs.
Yeah.
A question that we get quite often is that when we're on passage and we're at sea, where does Marley do his wheeze and poos? And he does them on the toilet.
He hangs it off the side.
When we first moved on to Nandji, we toilet trained Marley to do his business up on the bow.
Yeah.
We then have a hose up there that we wash it down with and disinfect it with up on the bow. So when we're at sea, it's the same process. He's quite smart and he lets us know when he wants to go. It's generally in the morning and in the night. So we take him up there on the leash. There's one person in the cockpit and one person goes up on the bow with Marley on the leash. We then have netting all around the bow, so if he does slide, he's going to get caught in the netting and he's not going to fall overboard.
When the weather gets rough on passage, we put Marley's life jacket on and we tie him into the cockpit so he doesn't fall overboard. And if it gets really rough, we set up his bed down below downstairs.
He gets special treatment though when we are on passage, because normally there's one of us resting and one of us awake. So while one person is in bed, Marley's in bed with them.
Yeah, he loves it.
So he gets special treatment because he's allowed in the big bed.
Oh, he's gonna knock the camera over. Hello.
Hey mate.
Did you want to ask a question, Marley? You got something to say? I guess whippets aren't really known for their aquatic abilities. Or their confidence around the water, but because Marley grew up by the beach with us, we had a tinny when we lived in the bus. We were always out on the water and we wanted him to be comfortable with it, so we took him everywhere with us. And
when he was 9 weeks old, it was his first time he went out on the water in our boat. He's growing up by the water, so he's quite used to it, and we really wanted to teach him to be a confident and good swimmer, and now he is exactly that, and he loves swimming.
He's really good at it. Like, we can swim out and call him and he'll swim out to us. And
he's quite a unique dog in the fact that he's always lived right by our side, because we lived in the bus and now he lived on the boat, so he's always been right by our side.
Where are you, buddy? Where are you?
So Marley's kind of like a child. We have to really keep an eye on him, even when he's like running around on the beach, because there are lots of wild animals around, like crocodiles.
There's a crocodile just in here. He's just gone in the water.
There's buffaloes, goats, cows. Marley, come here. Well, this is the first time Marley's seen a cow.
Yeah.
Marley!
Monkeys.
Monkeys!
Monkeys is the biggest one because Marley likes to chase monkeys. His ears prick up and it looks like he wants to go on, and the monkeys all screech and they get together and they want to go against him. So
they
that's
both
the most
like,
nervous time. And then monkeys carry rabies as well, some do. So it's kind of, that's our most nervous times, is around monkeys.
Yeah, crocodiles as well. When we were in the Solomon Islands, there is crocodiles there, and so if we wanted to, when we took Marley to the beach, we'd have to check the whole beach, and we drive the tender up and down, make lots of noise, and then we'll be okay, Marley can go for a run now. So yeah, that was pretty.
It is something that we are cautious of, and other animals, but we're happy. There's not many sharks around, so we don't need to worry about him jumping off and swimming to the beach.
Yeah,
we're not phased about that.
Yeah,
he's good fun watching him run around on the beach in the afternoon. It's better than TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes us happy and we're stoked to be sailing with him. I hope this gives a little bit of information to all those people who are asking questions and want to know a bit about Marley.
Here's some of Marley's favourite things to do.
Thanks guys, catch up.
Straight into assuming position, eh mate?
In the next episode of Nandji, it is back to island life as we sail to and explore the Indonesian island of Nias.
We just put the first reef in the main just to prepare for the night. We are making delicious pizza for dinner. Check out the pizza.
All our boats are together.
It's the morning market. Hello.
I found the bakery end of things.